Hey guys, it's me Sonia. I am going to look at a new location for my spa. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick this location or not because just looking at it, it seems like it's kind of behind a major street. It's not on that major street or the main street, whatever it's called. And I would really like to be on a main street. Um, it helps with traffic, foot traffic and people finding it. So I don't know if I'm gonna choose it or not, but I'm gonna look at it so I can see if it's easy to get to, if it's visible, if it's in an area that I like, if it has parking, different things of that sort. And I guess I'll bring you guys with me. All right. Hey guys, so I am here outside the building. First thing I noticed, there's no parking. Now there is some parking right here, which is right next to it, but I don't think this is part of this building. I think it's a part of the apartment buildings next across the street because they have that same fencing. But I'm gonna ask once I get inside to see if this is parking. If this is parking, it will be decent. But if this it's not the parking area for this building over here, then there's no parking. There's all street parking. And I told you guys the reasons why I didn't rent out other places is because they only had street parking. And this seems to be the theme in my city. There's street parking everywhere. And I need a parking spot. Not me personally. Well, I would like a parking spot, but I would like something in a parking structure versus on the street because most of my clients are pregnant and they don't want to be parallel parking and then having to do all this stuff on the street when they can just park in a parking structure or a parking lot. So that's one thing I'm noticing so far. I'm gonna show you the building. Here it is. You see that, or do you only see sun? You probably only see sun. It's a building right there. So yeah. So this is the common area, and then this is the storage room that I most likely will have where I can put the kids in while I'm working. And then I have this room right here. So you can see it. Of course, that couch won't be there, and that won't be there. But this will be the room. And so I'll work in here. The kids will be in the other room studying or playing games or whatever. And then if I wanted to have like a doula meeting, I could have a doula meeting out here. There is a sink in the kitchen back through that hallway down there. So I could still do my scrubs and stuff. Or they can add a sink because there's a water function, a water pipe on the other side of this wall. So it just depends. And I like that. It just doesn't have any windows outside. That's my only issue. But it's pretty nice. So yeah. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking like, wow, son, that's a really small space, and why would you get two spaces instead of one? And it's probably not the best idea to put a spa there because XYZ. Well, this is the thing. So when I had my original spa last year, around this time exactly, it was just a room and then a lobby and then the bathroom, which is great because it was private, but it really wasn't big enough for the things I wanted to do. Now it was great that it had a water source and it had a bathroom, which is great. I could have put a sink in there if I wanted to, do a scalp treatment or something like that. Or if I wanted to do something else, I could have used the water feature. But when I had my kids there, that's where the problem came in. Now I never had my kids there while I had clients, but the fact that they were there and I could have had a walk-in would have been a problem because you could hear them and they were so loud and all this stuff on the other side of the door. So I said, okay, for the next place that I go, I want to actually have a place for my kids to be. And so the lady said, oh, I have a storage room that I can just clean out and the kids can in a storage room that I can just clean out. I said, oh well, the kids can be there. And it's a little room. It's really small. And she said, I'll let you rent it out for $300. I don't know if I'm gonna pay $300 for that little room. Maybe 200, maybe 250, but not 300. It's just a tiny storage room, and then that small little room. I think it's 400 or something like that. Either way, it works in my budget. I could easily make that at work and still be working for myself while paying for that while my clientele builds up. Um, it's not necessarily near water source. I literally had to walk down the hall and get to the sink, or walk down the hall and get to the bathroom. Um, I'm not really excited about that, but like I said, the lady said that she can put in a sink if I'm willing to sign a long-term lease. Right now, it's a month-to-month lease, which I like, because the last place that I was at was a month-to-month lease, and I found out after a month that I didn't want to be there anymore. Um, Not that there's anything bad, it's just the fact that I didn't have a place to put my kids. I actually needed 2 rooms instead of one. Um, Even though it was off of a main street, it was behind a building. I necessarily like that. And every time I was in a session with someone, if someone was walking around upstairs, the door would open. It's a little creepy. Because one minute I'll be working on my client, next thing you know, the door's creeping open. I'm like, no one else is supposed to be here. Like, why is the door open? So that just little things. Um, but once again, I'm just starting out, guys. It's not like I've been doing this for 50 years. Like, I'm just starting out. So I have to humble beginnings. On the plus side, they have a conference room that I can use for free. That room that you saw with the couches in there, I can use that for free, and it has a TV in the background. So if I want to have a spa party, I can have one. If I want to have a meeting of some sort, I can have one. If I want to have an open house, I can have one. You know, that type of thing. Um, and so it's the beginning, just the beginning. There are more rooms that can be rented as well. So let's say I want to hire somebody, I can hire somebody and then put them in their own room and still be paid for it, and that's it's great. So I'm excited that I potentially found a space. I'm not done looking for spaces just yet, but that's just one of the ones that I'm looking at. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.